Welcome to the Live Again series brought to you by Sugarfit. Live Again is a mantra. It's a belief that no matter how difficult the odds are against you, you can get through, you can choose to live again. In this series, you're going to come across amazing stories about grit, determination, valor against almost unsurmountable odds, of people deciding and choosing to live again. And who better to tell you about comebacks and living again than India's greatest living athlete, Sachin Tendulkar.
Thank you.
Well, Sachin, it's fantastic. We talk so much about your great moments, but I want to talk to you about probably one of the most fabulous comebacks in the history of Test cricket, and that's you at Sydney. So I'm going to just push it back a little bit and say, 2004, you're playing, feeling in good form. What happened from there on?
Uh, Before we got to Australia, we played against Australia and New Zealand in India. It was a tri-series and I was in very good form. You know when you are batting well because the sound of the bat conveys a strong message. And that is what I call confidence. I land in Australia feeling extremely confident. The first match, uh, important match of the series. First innings is always decisive innings because that sets a tone for the rest of the series. I get a bad decision, and that really hit me.
Yeah, we remember that decision.
Oh, it was a tough pill to swallow. I wasn't too pleased about it, but anyways, I mean those are one of those things of the games, and then I end up playing a bad shot. The shot selection was not good in the next Test match in Melbourne. I'm batting well, but also at the same time get unlucky and got down the leg of Brett Lee. So I was batting well, and then batter knows when you're not batting well because you don't hear the sound. That sound of the bat is something that conveys you how well are you batting. And then we got to Sydney and had a conversation with my brother.
We'll stop you there because that conversation is that set up so many things. And let us introduce you to our guest, somebody who's really special, somebody who's also in very difficult circumstances. Let's welcome Maltesh on the show. I want to ask you, you were also in a very, very difficult situation. Tell us a little bit what happened. 38 odd years, and suddenly you discover what has happened to you.
Doctor has been told me in front of my wife as like you have been got diabetes. So I got full stressed and as well as like something blank in my mind also. And my wife was thinking like, okay, what about the next life, about my baby? And in my mind also, I was thinking that okay, baby also will get the diabetes, and it's genetically. I went to stress and. What my family, what about my career, like sports. I was in sports.
But you were an active player, right? You used
Yes.
to play. What did you play?
I used to play hockey. So I was doing well. So now when I got sugar, so means like I want to enter the diabetes. What will the next sports? My career will be end like that. I was mentally in that stress.
And it was also, stress about people around you. Did you feel that people would look at you and say, oh, you've got diabetes? Was it a social stigma?
Actually, I'm an IT professional, and as well as like my career is like I used to go for like social gathering of my companies, and as well as like my family is like little bit together, like joint families like that and all. And many of the functions I'll be attending. So while attending, if I'll be seeing some foods like that was my favorites, and like little bit like it's like taste to my body like that and all. I used to see that one and. That time okay I was about to go and eat, but in my mind it was telling like okay stop, you have a diabetes. So I used to eat something special like without sugar or anything like that. So people will like you go into the diabetes, like the mental stress they used to give to me. And in my thoughts that okay I was completely went down, and it will be like I'm out of the society. Like that was my feeling was in my mind. My passion is was like traveling, and I like traveling. So some of the travels I could not able to go because if I go over there, what I'll eat. If I'll go out of the diet plan, then again my sugar level will be increased. So I used to cancel all my trips like that and all. So that was very harsh to me for me.
Talking about mental stress, mental pressure, the whole of India, the expectation of 1 billion people on your head. You're just before Sydney. What are you thinking? What did you speak to your brother about?
See, one good thing is I kept the newspapers away from my room, so I didn't know what was happening around me. I was focused on what I had to do, and I don't need some third person to tell me what I should be doing. I know exactly what is happening, and when you are in the dressing room, you get nice feedback from your colleagues, coaches. But one of the most important coaches of my life, my brother, who's who's seen me from the age of 12, the day I started playing with a season ball, and his conversation with me was nothing technical. He said, it's not about your technique, it is about the shot selection. If you get your shot selection right, everything is going to be fine. Because whatever I have seen so far, bowlers haven't got you out. It's the shot selection which has gone wrong. And if you are just able to correct that, curb your natural instincts a little bit and show some discipline there, everything is going to work.
Talking about shot selection and selection. So you had an option. What are you going to do now? And you chose the path of Sugarfit. How did you come to this choice?
Yes, I have been went for many advertisement. I have been went for the social medias. Then I got to know that okay, Sugarfit is the best thing that it can able to do the reversible in my life. So I have been chose with my Sugarfit. Then I got a good coach, and first CGM machines was inserted in my body. She told that okay, eat anything like that. Yeah, why? See, eat anything means like she is telling like okay, eat sugar or whatever. They want to see my body response, how the body will react. 15, 20 days, I went for a machine inserted. My sugar level was getting worse and worse. Then she started, okay, start with this type of foods like that and all. So try and then she gave a proper responsible and given a proper diet plan like that and how you should make your mind stress free. The coaches will tell that do this kind of thing, but in our mindset we should take a challenge of that. If you want to reverse the diabetes or reverse anything like that, you should take a challenge in your thing.
It's fantastic. Coaches, mentors, so important. You had a good coach. You had your brother. You had that amazing discussion. And then you go and walk out in the middle. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, in that conversation with my brother, he threw a challenge to me. He said, as far as I'm concerned, the bowlers are not getting you out. So somewhere, something, clicked. And I said, the bowlers are not getting me out. Okay, I accept this challenge. I will not get out to anyone in this test match.
Fantastic.
I'm kind of all charged up in the dressing room, waiting for my turn to come. I go out in the middle, and then I suddenly realize that Australians have decided to bowl away from me and frustrate me, test my patience. And that's when plan B, which was, I would say, spontaneous plan, once I got there in the middle, it happened. I said, if you're going to make me, play a cover drive or a big shot, I'm not going to do that. Let's see who loses patience first. If you are going to bowl 10 overs there, I'll keep leaving all 10 overs. I'll make you come back to me and I'll make you bowl where I want you to bowl. I will not play the way you want me to play. And let's see who loses patience first. But this was never planned in the dressing room. This happened only when I went out in the middle and I picked their strategy and I had to adapt and change my strategy.
Absolutely amazing story. If you ever again have a chance, go and look at that wagon wheel. Sachin Tendulkar, probably the finest cover drive in the history of cricket, did not play a single cover drive in that match. And those 240 unbeaten runs were so important for India. So Maltesh, like that, he made some amazing choices. He went out there, made a choice and stuck to it. What did you do? Where was your test result at that point and where did you get it to?
The result was like first it was 10.11. So the proper coach, what the diet, I also started with like exercise, everything and all. Now my the sugar level it is 5.9. So it was a comeback, a good comeback from my side itself.
Of course, you know that the most important test for diabetes is the HbA1c test, which tells you exactly how much glucose is there in your bloodstream.
So still now, yes, I have a good energy that I can able to play. However, like I'm coming back with a normal life. What 2 years back I was there. So I was like happy. So today, whatever I'm there, and going forward, whatever the sugar fit has helped me very lot.
Amazing. So not only did you recover, you went back to your favorite sport. You went back to hockey.
Yes, I went back to hockey. First, I used to play when I was got diabetes. Like half an hour, I used to come out of the court, the field. Now I'm playing full time, full charge like that. So I'm good to play again more and more.
That one timely change at the right time can change your life, right?
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Brilliant. One change is what it's all about. A positive change with Sugarfit, or taking a decision saying that you'll not hit anything outside the off stump. Two amazing stories about making great choices on this episode of Live Again by Sugarfit. Watch out for another such episode. See you soon.